Hey, lifesavers. So I'm here back and I'm sure you have heard from very much every financial YouTuber that all Americans are going to get 1000 in this similar plan. Well, details of the party's similar stimulus plan were made public, and so we can shed a little bit more light on exactly how much people are going to get. If you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please subscribe it. Actually jumped from $1,000 to $1,200 for certain individual, and some people will get less than, some people won't even get it at all. So we are going to go through all of these details and give you the financial information. We need to figure out how much you will actually get and your family will actually get if this thing go through unchanged. So first of all, we are going to start there with how much you are going to get in this check, and the figure is either your net income tax liability or $1,000, $2,000 or $2,400 in case return, whichever is lower. So basically what this is saying is that if you paid only $800 in tax that they were using to work this out, which is 2018, that is what based on 2018 return, then they are only going to give you $800. They are not going to give you full $1,200. If you paid say $5,000 in federal income tax in 2018, they are going to give you $2,000 if you are individual filing. They're not going to give you your tax that you paid. Okay, but let's say if you only paid $4,000 in tax, there is a lower limit for it, $600. So if only paid $400, they will give you $600, which is $200 more than your tax that you paid. So that's kind of cool, but there's a limit. This means that people who are low earners will get smaller check. This is something Mitt Romney has criticized. He was originally proposed $1,000 for all Americans, so he is criticizing this. So it's very likely that you will see change in the bill in this regard to modify that the people who are low earners don't get smaller checks, because if you are a low earner, you're gonna need more money, to be honest, right now in this situation, in this time. But then on the other hand, you could also say that this is not just a gift, it's actually a tax rebate, giving back the tax to you guys that you have paid. And if you're paying that much tax, do you really deserve to get it? I don't know. You could look at it either way. Leave your comments and let me know what you think. Is it fair or is it fair now? There is an additional component to this as well, which is $500 per child. So if you are a family and you have got kids, or well, even if you are a single mother, single father and have kids dependent on your tax return, you're going to get $500 per kid as well. Now let's look at the income requirements for that. This is that at minimum income requirements in the moment, because there are minimum requirements, not everyone gets it all right. If you don't earn, you actually don't get this. That's so sad. Literally, those who are not earning, they definitely need the money. But the maximum income requirement is who earn up to $75,000 a year, or up to $150,000 per year for married filing. Okay, so it is just doubles now. Those limit is starts to decrease on a sliding side. This is a paragraph that explains it in the bill. I don't fully understand it. Some media has explained it in this way that it apparently reduces $5 for every $100 worth of income. So, like if you earn $5,000 or $1,000, this stimulus will be reducing by $50 for you. So at 99,000 per year, and or cup if you have filed $198,000 per year jointly, it goes away. You won't be getting anything at all. So I don't know how CNBC got that from. What's written in the bill, if you are CPA or lawyer or something and you can shed some light on this, to do this, pause your video and look at this section, and if you can, like, there is subsection as well. It's more than I didn't find, but whatever, it's kind too hard to understand, but that above 75,000 for individual and 150,000 for joint filers, it start to decrease, and once you get at 99,000 or close to $200,000 for joint filers, you get nothing now. Let's look at the eligibility for this. Okay, who is actually eligible? So it is based off 2018 tax return. So my understanding would be actually you do actually have to pay tax and file a tax return in 2018. Okay, now it exclude non-resident aliens. So from my understanding, what will include green card holders, and then it in the bill they outlined what qualified taxpayers is here. How it's defined: a qualifying taxpayer fits in this category either has qualifying income of at least $2,500 or has income tax liability which is greater than zero, and a gross income which is greater than basic standard deduction. So basically, I think most of the people who have least done some work will fit into those categories. So probably everyone who works will get at least $600, and then obviously if you have paid more than $1,200 in taxes in 2018, you will get full $1,200. So I'm just work it out of my family. So if this proposal goes through in the current form, all right now we don't know whether this is going to be final form of the bill. There may be amendments, things changing in this, but in the current form, this is how it goes. Okay, so you guys, you can use the information in this video to work out how much you would get it. Goes in this form. I think maybe there will be changes, but I am guessing that they're gonna happen on the lower end to bring these people who would just get $600, bring them up to 1,000 or maybe rather $1,200. Giving less money to poor people, basically it's a little bit heartless. I think the government should view these things as this is sort of nasty in this way. They don't give handouts, so they probably want to improve their PR and change the aspect of it, or maybe something. They don't look like the sort of stingy towards the party and towards the people. That's just my opinion and kind of prediction. All right, guys, that please leave the comments. What do you think about this whole idea of giving money away to the people, and also what you going to use your own 1000 on. I personally of I think the $500 that you guys are getting from for your kids as well, that will also be a good support for you because you're doing homeschool now, and you have to take care. You have single mothers have to daycare, of single father has to do the same thing as well. So those things will be really appreciable. Or you can invest in some stocks. That can be other option if you're still working, but this is literally going to help little bit. And give me ideas what you guys are planning with this money, and what do you think should have happened. Okay. If you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please subscribe it. I'm going to share more videos for online deals and online holds as well, that can be very helpful to you guys.